Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name is Allycia Susanti, and I will be your Master of Ceremony. Tonight, as many of you already know, we will have awardings for 4 Employees of the Year, each from different divisions of the company. But we will not only have awards tonight, we will also have a very interesting seminar given by a very interesting speaker as well. Now, before we start, I would like to welcome every single one of you, starting from the CEOs, the sponsors for making tonight happen, and the guest speaker as well. But last but not least, I would also like to welcome all the employees. Now, without further ado, let's call up one of our beloved CEOs to start us off tonight with their remarks. Please welcome our CEO.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Al Habtoor Group Employee Excellence Awards 2015. First of all, I would like to say a warm welcome to our esteemed guests, senior management, and all the Habtoorians. The Employee Excellence Awards is one of the main highlights of the year, and each year it gets better and better. It gives us a chance to recognize and reward individuals and teams throughout the entire company. But before we unveil the winners, I would like to acknowledge some key people that have made this event possible. Our thanks goes to the chairman of Al Habtoor Group, Mr. Khalaf Al Habtoor, one more time, who established the awards back in 2007. His continuous support of the Employee Excellence Awards program has enabled it to evolve into this amazing evening we have ahead of us.
Thank you, ma'am, for the opening remarks. Now, we have come to a very interesting part of the night, which is the seminar. You would expect the seminar to be long and exhausting and boring, but the truth is, today's seminar will be very brief, but still very motivating. Now, without further ado, please welcome our speaker.
Thank you. I have a question for everyone. What do golfers and designers have in common? Neither are inclined to work together as a team. Golfers train and compete as individuals, except for the occasional tournament like the Ryder's Cup. Designers believe they can design it all, except for when they're making software. And today, I want to talk to you about how we build effective teams and how that affects our output, especially in situations where we group together people trained as individuals and we expect them to become a high-performing team, like we do in our work environments. And I came across this story about golf when I was dealing with my own failures with building a cohesive team. And it taught me lessons about teamwork, connections, and communication that I want to share with you today. And as a teacher, I needed to get better. I needed to improve the situation for my students. And I started to focus on one student who was actually so successful in the class. And she got hired right out of the class. And let's call her Emma. Emma's my case study. Emma's approach was simple, yet none of the other teachers, including me, were doing it. And from Emma's perspective, the task of looking for jobs, applying, interviewing, and finishing her portfolio, these were all so daunting that she couldn't do it by herself. And so she gathered together a group of design students who can help her with these skills and support her with these goals. And over time, some of the students left because they didn't have the right skill set. Others couldn't commit to the same goals. And some could not or did not want to connect in any meaningful way with the rest of the group. But what this left her with was a solid team. Right level of skills, right level of commitment, right level of connection with each other. And I went further and I asked their current team where she works, why they hired her, and they said, there's no doubt. We knew Emma was awesome and we knew she'd fit in. And I realized at that moment, Emma's ability to build a cohesive team and be effective in it set herself up for success. Now, some of this can be attributed to Emma, but I can still take these lessons and bring it into my portfolio class to improve the situation. And I started requiring or getting my students to communicate with each other by requiring them to check in with every class. And this gave them permission to get up from their computers, help the person next to them, and get more comfortable with asking for help. And I learned that students understand skills. They know the goal, but we have to teach them how to communicate better. And sadly, this is where our education system falls short. What Paul and Emma have showed us is that we have to teach our students to connect more on a human level. We have to teach them to offer value, to be vulnerable, to build skills and to build groups to support them with their lifelong goals. We have to let them know they can't do it by themselves, and that's okay. We can change how our students enter the workplace, how they affect the world around them, if we just teach them how to build cohesive teams. Thank you.
Wow, wasn't that very motivating and very exciting as well? Thank you for the wisdom. Now, we will move on to the star of the event tonight, which is the awarding ceremony. Before we start, I would like to give a brief description of the awarding ceremony. So tonight we will be awarding 4 people, 1 employee from each division, which is accounting and finance, stock, human resources, and marketing and sales. And before we start, I would like to thank every single one of you for being here, and I would like to give motivation for those who will not win tonight. Your work does not go unnoticed, and you will continue helping us build this company into an even bigger entity, and we cannot do it without you. So without further ado, let's call up the first employee of the year tonight. Please welcome Amanda Justins.
Excuse me. Hello, everyone. I want to say thanks for that. I've learned more love in my heart and more compassion and tons of more patience than I ever thought I'd have. I love my extended Goodwill family. Thank you, everyone.
Incredible. So everyone, that was Amanda from marketing and sales. Now let's move on to the second employee of the year, which will be from accounting and finance. So everyone, please welcome Lucy Morningstar.
Okay. I am truly very thankful and humbled to accept this award tonight. I am honored to be recognized along such outstanding support staff. I also want to thank my family who's here with me tonight, as well as my Gerner family, Dr. Colvin and Julie Denny, who truly keep our department running, and all of our staff. I could not do this job without you guys. Thank you very much.
Everyone, let's give another round of applause for Lucy Morningstar. Now, we're on to the third employee of the year, and that will be from the division of stock. Word is she has really done a great job in keeping things moving forward in this company. And suffice to say, this company will not thrive without her hard work. Now, without further ado, let's all welcome Janet Jackson.
This was truly a surprise. I was signaling the hotel staff to bring out dinner. And then it was like, wait a second, we're not ready. But thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you, and thank you guys for this great surprise. But I really need to say thank you to the rest of the staff who have really helped out to bring this event to fruition, and they're all over the place. I'd love for them to stand up just so that we can recognize them too.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Janet. We really appreciate that. And by now, I think we can all agree that women, especially the women in this company, are really making a huge difference. But that doesn't mean the men are behind, because the next employee will be a very wise and a very playful one as well. But we usually don't see that because they kind of have to keep a straight face when working with us because they're from HR. Everyone, welcome Muhammad Al-Abdi.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. It is really, and thank you to the media department, Noura and Joanna and their team. You did a great job. I know you did this, I mean, beautiful thing, but you are costing us a lot of money and from our budget. Next time, I think Mr. Raja could not control that. You know, next time you have to be very careful. Anyway, thank you very much. You did a great job. We are here, I mean, celebrating our Excellence Award, and inshallah, we will continue doing this for the success of our group. I don't want to repeat what I have said last year or every speech, that, you know, but that truth, without you, we cannot do anything. Without you, we will not achieve what we have achieved. Now we are going always forward, ahead. I mean, there is no barrier between I, as a chairman of the group, and any other director or a junior in the group. Thank you very much, and enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Incredible. Congratulations again to every single one of our winners tonight. We couldn't have done great things without you, and you have really pushed us to move forwards with your hard work and your intelligence. But also, to all the other employees, do not fret, because like I said, your work does not go unnoticed, and every single one of you are still a very essential part of this company. We appreciate you, and we would like to thank you all for your hard work and contribution to this company. Now, let's put this event to a close by listening to a few words, a few closing remarks from another one of our CEO. Everyone, let's give a very big round of applause.
Thank you.
Tonight is all about you. It's really about the theme and the spirit that comes with the honor of being Employee of the Year. Our Employees of the Year are authentic and unique individuals who live our core values. Respect, integrity, commitment, humility are not buzzwords, but rather a way of life, every day, every month, and yes, every year. This upcoming year will test our dedication and commitment to excellence. Because, quite simply, we are the best trained in the business, period. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carlisle, for your warm words and for ending this event with a very good note. Now, I would like to thank you all again for being here tonight. This event is to commemorate our work is to commemorate our successes. And I would like to reiterate that every single one of us matters. There is no one left behind, and every single one of us is essential to this company's growth. So thank you all for being here tonight, for spending your time with us together, and we will see you in next year's event.